My parents bought my golden child sister a $350,000 Rolls-Royce for her wedding, just 3 weeks after giving me a crumpled $20 bill for my 30th birthday. I didn't scream. I didn't throw a fit at the reception. I just made one phone call to the dealership and let the police handle the rest. I've always been the family afterthought. My younger sister Lexi was the cheerleader, the beauty queen, and my parents' absolute obsession. I was just the quiet nerd who moved out at 18 and busted my tail to build a successful real estate firm. Last month, I turned 30. My parents invited me out to a nice steakhouse to celebrate. At the end of the night, my dad handed me a $20 bill and said, "Here's a little something for gas, kiddo." Then he slid the $400 dinner check across the table for me to pay. I just swallowed my pride, paid the bill, and went home. 3 weeks later was Lexi's massive, over-the-top wedding. During the cocktail hour, my parents grabbed a microphone and told all 300 guests to follow them out to the country club driveway for a special surprise. Sitting parked under the portico was a brand new, gleaming white Rolls-Royce Ghost with a massive red bow on the hood. Lexi burst into theatrical tears. My parents hugged her, looking incredibly smug as the guests clapped and cheered. I stood in the back of the crowd, totally confused. My parents are middle class. They still have a mortgage. There was absolutely zero chance they could afford a six-figure exotic luxury car. Then, I noticed the temporary license plate frame. It was from a high-end exotic dealership across town. I happened to know the owner, a guy named Marcus, because I helped him broker the commercial lease for his showroom. I stepped away from the crowd and shot him a quick text. "Hey Marcus, how on earth did my parents finance a brand new Ghost?" My phone rang less than 10 seconds later. Marcus sounded confused. "Finance? They didn't finance it," Marcus said. "Your dad told me your real estate firm was buying it for her as a wedding gift. He gave me a signed corporate guarantee letter with your signature, saying your company would wire the $350,000 in cash first thing on Monday morning." My blood went completely cold. My parents had forged my signature and committed corporate identity theft just to look like big shots at my sister's wedding. I didn't march over and cause a screaming scene. I just told Marcus the truth. I told him I had never signed that paperwork, I wasn't paying a dime, and the car was stolen. Marcus was absolutely furious. 2 hours later, right in the middle of the emotional father-daughter dance, the ballroom doors swung open. 2 police officers walked in, followed by a very angry Marcus. Outside the floor-to-ceiling windows, the guests watched in horror as a heavy-duty flatbed tow truck hitched up Lexi's dream car. The music completely stopped. My dad tried to act tough and talk his way out of it, but Marcus had the forged corporate documents right in his hand. Both of my parents were handcuffed in their formal wear for felony fraud and grand theft, right in front of all 300 of their high society friends. Lexi was screaming and sobbing on the dance floor, her mascara completely ruined. I didn't stick around to comfort her. I just walked over to the gift table, dropped the same crumpled $20 bill they gave me into her card box, and drove home in my own paid-off car.